Good morning, girls and boys. It's Mrs. Kerpez, and I'm here with Princess Fluff, my Maine Coon cat. And this is the fifth of 5 videos that I would like to share with you to help guide and teach you how to use our school's library catalog called Destiny Library Catalog. Today we are going to focus on a link in the catalog called WebPath Express, which will take you to pre-evaluated authoritative websites that you can use for research or just for learning purposes, your own personal learning purposes. Okay, let's get started. To get to the catalog, remember when you come into the computer lab, you can sit down at one of the PCs, personal computers, open up in the bottom tray this colored donut, as we call it, Google Chrome, and it will automatically open up to the Old Farmers Road School Library catalog homepage, which is what we're looking at right now. It says, "Welcome to the Old Farmers Road School Library catalog." So you know you're in the right place. Reading is the door to success. I'd also like to point out here on the homepage is where all of the videos are that I have recorded for you to learn more about Destiny Library Catalog. Video 1 was a basic library catalog search. So we learned skills there to do keyword searches. Video number 2 was a visual search, so you don't have to type in keywords. You could just choose picture icons. Video number 3 is that fun place to search called Destiny Quest, where you can change the background. And you do have to do a keyword search. There is a find box, but you can also browse other books close by to books that you're interested in on the shelf. Video number 4, I taught you how to use Destiny Discover, which does not have a search bar, but you can just browse through pictures of books and titles of books that you're interested in. And today, our last video, which will be linked here, these are all hyperlinks, by the way, to videos, is WebPath Express, and that link will be up very soon. Also, please look over here. On our homepage, we have a couple of links to get you coding. We have code.org's Hour of Code and Scratch, Get Creative with Coding. Also, I'd like to get most of you practicing your typing at home when you have more time. And Dance Mat Typing, the link to that is right here. And we will be putting up other typing links for you as well. Okay, so let's go up here to these tabs. Remember, we're on the home page right now, and we want to click now onto the catalog tab, as I call it, up here. We will do that now. And let's look over here in our navigation bar on the left. Okay, we have library search. That's the page we're on. There's Destiny Quest, Destiny Discover, and WebPath Express is located right here, which we are focusing on today. Okay, so let's click on that. And this is what the page looks like. There is a find box in which you would type in keywords only. Remember, you wouldn't want to type in a sentence. Okay, only keywords to find information on your subject. Okay. Each month in WebPath Express, it will give you, first of all, it will tell you which month you're in, and it will give you topics related to the month. We have December celebrations. Homework helpers is always here. Please take a look at that in your leisure time at home. Breaking news, information on Pearl Harbor. The anniversary just passed in early December. Ready, set, code. Okay, I'm going to take a look at this and maybe add this to our link on the homepage. And there's information on snowflakes. Also, if I roll down with my scroll bar over here, I can browse. It says browse by subjects. Okay, if you're doing a country studies report, geography, government information, history information, you could click on these links. So if I clicked on country studies, there's a little plus sign here. Okay, it breaks it down into the different countries, Africa, Asia, Europe, okay, and so on. And I could click on that to find more information. Okay, let's roll back up with our scroll bar. I'd also like to point out that each month in WebPath Express, there is a highlighted topic. And the topic for this month is on poinsettias. So you could learn information about that. Underneath, there's a description. Okay, and also pre-evaluated websites here that you could go into to get more facts about the subject. All right, let's roll back up. And please notice over here, okay, on the right, we are on the search screen, but you could also go to a visual search. Let's click on that for a moment. And, okay, you could look up notable people. Let's see who's in here. It's also broken down. This larger broad subject of notable people is broken down into smaller areas, smaller subjects of artists, athletes, explorers, educators, historians, okay? And you could click on any of these. Here's authors. Let's take a look at that real quick. Children and young adult literature authors, okay? And you could click once again. And then it has authors that you could look up by last name, American authors A through B, and so on, okay? So let's go back to our search screen, which is right over here, remember, because we were on visual search. Okay, and today let's type in Titanic. It's a very popular subject in the library. Every week, a lot of books go out about the Titanic. Most of you are fascinated with it and want to learn more facts about it. So let's type that in. Our search box, our find search box right here. And we are going to click search. And let's take a look at this page for a moment and go through everything on it. Okay, first of all, notice here that our search for Titanic brought up 253 websites. Okay, so WebPath Express on this page will only bring up websites. We're not looking at books. If we did want to look at books, by the way, over here on the right, we could click titles, which I will do right now. And these are all of the books that we have in the Old Farmers Road School Library on the subject of Titanic. And it does tell me we have 53 books, most of them expository nonfiction books, okay, on the Titanic. Remember, when you're searching for a book, you need to write down the call number on your search slip so we can go and find it on the shelf. Remember, that's the address of where the book lives on the shelf. Also, very, very important, I'm noticing here that this first book, The Titanic by Deborah Kent, the author, is not available. And how did I know that? If I look over here on the right, it says 0 of 1 available. That means another student has checked it out, But of course, you could put it on hold with me at the desk and reserve it. Okay? But there are a lot of other books here on the Titanic that are available in the library. And it does say they're available. Okay? All right, so let's roll back up with our scroll bar. Remember, excuse me, we went into titles. We're going to go back to websites because we only want to look at websites now. Okay. And let me just say once again that this Destiny WebPath Express is so valuable to you students because all of the results, 253 websites that come up, have already been evaluated as being real websites that are not bogus with fake misinformation in them, okay? Instead of going to Google and just typing in Titanic and getting a list of results that you really can't verify right away. It's very hard to search in Google for research information. So that's why our school has this program for you to do research, and please, please use it. Okay, so we're seeing one of 25 websites here. If I roll down, excuse me, on one page. If I did want to see all 253, if I wanted to browse through those, I would go over here to the right and click this word. Click off of this. This word that says show all. Okay? All right. So that's the first thing. Also, I want to let you know what you're looking at. Between each of these lines here, okay, is a little blurb, excuse me, about the website. This first website, the title of it is Inevitable Accident or Wrong Act, the Judging of the Titanic Disaster. So it gives me the title of the website, and really, really nice. After that, it gives me a little blurb, excuse me, paragraph about the website itself, okay, to see if this is something I'm interested in before I go in and maybe waste a lot of time trying to find information that's not there, okay? So it gives you the title of the website, a paragraph or blurb about the website, contents, the information found there. Also, what's really, really nice is that these websites are also grade leveled. Okay, so the grade level of this first website are grades 6 through 12. Okay, and for our school, which is a kindergarten through 5th grade school, this is a higher reading level than what you would probably want. Okay, so it's not just grade level, it's also the reading level of the website. So this website may be too difficult, have too difficult words, but you could always look at it. Okay, also down here at the bottom is the URL. That's the address of the website, and a lot of times you want to look at that. Okay, so each of these, if I roll down with my scroll bar, each of these is a different website title that you can click on and also look at the grade level. Like this second one would be not appropriate for our school because it's grades 9 through 12. Okay. Let's go back up because I want to share with you that you can actually change the grade level, which is also the reading level, right here in the middle, okay, at the top. All right, so it says grade level, excuse me, select, and you could choose grade 3 to 5, which would be appropriate for our school. Okay, I'm going to do that now. Also, let's look over here at what these are. There's format, is the first one. And if I click the drop down arrow, it lets me know, am I looking for biography, music, videos on the Titanic? I could select that. For now, I'm just going to leave it to choose everything. Source, if I click on the select drop down arrow, lets me know I could filter my results by encyclopedia, magazines, and so on. I'm going to leave that for now. And this is nice too. Remember, I searched for the Titanic. This is related topics on the Titanic. So I could click the drop down arrow, and there's American children's literature. I could look up websites, Titanic literature, okay, by clicking this. Also, Robert Ballard. Robert Ballard is the oceanographer who actually discovered the Titanic in 1985. Okay, so if you wanted information on him only, or just information overall on other shipwrecks besides the Titanic, you could click this link here, okay, and filter or narrow your results. Okay, I'm going to click out of this. I'm going to leave these for now the way they are. I do want to show you one other important filter, or how you could narrow your search for websites, would be by domain. And there is a select and drop down arrow here, okay? And .au is actually a country domain for Australia, okay? .coms are for companies, businesses. .edu are educational websites. .gov, you probably realize that that stands for government. .net are network domain websites. .org is what we often look for because that stands for organization, and those are usually not-for-profit organizations, so they often are better at sharing reliable information. Okay, all right, so remember the domain, the .org or whatever domain you're looking at, it can be found as you browse through your search results right here in the URL or the website's address. This first one is a .org, so I would know that I could really trust the information found in this website. Okay, but for now, we're going to remember we changed our grade level to 3 to 5. So we're going to click Get Results. And the reason we changed it to grades 3 to 5 is because we want to look at websites that are on our reading level. Okay, let's take a look. This website is called the Titanic, this first one. Oh, by the way, remember we had, let's go back. We had in our first, when we first searched Titanic, let's go back again to review. We came up with 253 results, and that was for all grade levels. Okay, a grade level was not selected. All right, remember we then changed it to grade 3 to 5, and now if I click, my results go from 253 to 65 websites. Okay, so it has narrowed that search. Okay, so the first website here called the Titanic, and there's a little blurb on it or a paragraph about what the website is about for you to read before you decide if you want to look at the website or go into it, okay, if it's appropriate for your needs. It's right here. The grade levels are kindergarten through 5th grade, okay? And this is a .com website. I can tell from the domain .com, a company. Okay, so let's click on that and see. And by the way, to get to the website, you would click the title because that's a hyperlink. And if we look up here at the top of our page, it did open, let's go back, it opens a new tab at the top of our page. Okay, so that tab, see if I can get that tab. It doesn't show me, but it's where my cursor is moving up here. It says Titanic Facts for Kids. That's the new tab that opened to share this website with me. If I did want to go back, I would go back here where it says to this other tab that says search results for Titanic, just so you don't get lost. Okay, and you can click between these. All right. So this is a DK Find Out website on the Titanic. It gives me some information here at the top, and there's a scroll bar, and I could read through this. Remember, this was a kindergarten through 5th grade website, so this information on this page is very brief. However, it does give me a nice illustration of the Titanic and how it was set up. Okay, the crow's nest, first class rooms, the hull of the boat in the bottom, and the propellers and so on, and the lifeboats. Okay, all right, let's roll back up. And I'm going to actually close out of this website because maybe I already decided I want a website with more information. So I can X out, go back to my results, and use my scroll bar, roll down here. And let's see what else might be here. Let's go into this next one, the Lost Liners, the Titanic here. Remember, to get to the website, you click on the title of it, okay? And I can also see right away that this is a .org website, which stands for organization, and it's a PBS, public broadcasting station, okay? I can click on the title, which is a hyperlink to the website. Also, I can see here, by the way, grade level is grades 3 through 8. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, Lost Liners, Titanic. All right, and it looks like it gives me a pretty good article here on the Titanic that I could read through and take down notes. Okay, and then I could cite this as a source. Okay, Recalling the Titanic by Robert Ballard. All right, and I could write down on my citation slip, because remember, when we borrow information from any source, whether it be a book or a website, we need to give credit to the source. Okay, we need to tell our teachers and share where we're getting our information from at all times. Okay, so this would have been from PBS. Let's go back. Okay, and look at our results again. Okay, and this had narrowed our results to 65. Let's go back into our grade level and let's choose this time grades 6 through 8. And let's narrow the domain by .orgs, organizations. Okay, and see if we can get some results there. And you have to click Get Results. Okay. All right, now we came up with 73 websites. Remember, they're pre-evaluated, authoritative. You know you can trust the information in them. Okay. And here are titles: Inevitable Accident or Wrong Act, The Judging of the Titanic Disaster. And this is a .org. Remember, we only search for .orgs, and that's the domain we're seeing here. Okay. And let's see. What we can find. You can always just scroll through and read the titles of your websites, which gives you a lot of information. Okay. If you are more focused on Robert Ballard, who discovered the Titanic, if that's how you narrowed your research, this would be a website you would want to look at. Remember, we set our grade level to 6 through 8. Okay, which it tells me here. And this is a organizational website. Let's take a look at it by clicking on the title hyperlink. Okay, and there is a picture of Robert Ballard, Dr. Robert Ballard, who discovered the Titanic in 1985. And this looks like a good article that you could read. And if you needed some images for your article, some nice pictures of Dr. Ballard. Okay, and his underwater submarine that actually spotted the Titanic. Okay. All right, so you could read through this article. All right, and of course, you would want to cite this article, cite meaning spelled C-I-T-E. That's giving credit to your reference source, which is this achievement.org website. And it actually tells you, which is really nice, on the bottom of this page, tells you how to cite this page, C-I-T-E. Give credit to your source. Let's see what it says, okay? It actually gives you the style, APA, and an example, okay? Chicago style and MLA style for citing this article. Very handy. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we'll roll back up, and this is one, as you're taking notes, you would want to write down right away the citation for the website with your notes, okay? So you don't lose that information. All right, let's close out and go back to our results. Okay, you can actually print this page if you needed to, if you narrowed your results and you wanted to just take a look and remember and circle the different websites that you got information from. That would be handy too. Okay, but for now, we're going to leave off here for today. Remember, if you wanted to go from WebPath Express back to the library catalog to do another search, you would click up here on Library Search. Okay, and that would take you back to the main search screen in the library catalog. Okay, thanks for listening today, boys and girls. I hope this information was helpful to you. Next time you come into the library, please spend some time searching through WebPath Express, learning how to use the link for your research. We will be using it more in the library when you come in. And happy reading!